All right, hey everybody, it's Jordan, the Millionaire Millennial. In the last video, we talked about just an overview of all the things you need to know before you start selling. In this video, we're gonna be moving forward into methodology of how you actually sell. Okay, it's gonna be really interesting. So that's what we're gonna be talking about in this video. All right, so if you don't fully understand all this stuff, again, not to worry. All right, you learn as you go. That's what's really great about this method, about this strategy of selling on Amazon, is you can learn as you go and you can make mistakes and you can, learn by doing, right? Or learn by watching, right? You're watching this video right now. I've got a lot of students and that's how you do it. You learn from someone that's done it, or you go through it and you actually do it yourself, make mistakes and learn. That's the only way you're gonna do it. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So in methodology, you've got 4 ways to sell on Amazon. All right, we've got retail arbitrage, which is abbreviated RA, online arbitrage, which is abbreviated OA, private label, PL, and then we also have wholesale. Okay, so wholesale, I abbreviated WS. A lot of people actually don't, but that's the 4th method. So there are 4 methods. We're going to talk about RA first because I want to order them in the terms of the cheapest to get started to the most expensive. So yes, wholesale is expensive. It's very difficult to get started on a budget, but RA is not. People start selling on Amazon with like 20 bucks, all right? Walk into a thrift store with $20 and you live like a king. So RA, how does it work? And for that, let's go back to my drawing board here. I'm gonna show you exactly how it works. So it's really, really easy. So this is for RA, all right? So for RA, you basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's retail arbitrage, right? So you're arbitraging, which means to buy something at a cheaper price and resell it from a retailer, okay? So retailer like Walmart, Target, if you're in another country, you've got retailers, right? Wherever you go to buy stuff is a retailer, okay? So you're gonna go in person to these retail stores. Now, if you go to like a big box store, you wanna just walk right to the clearance rack. Walk right to the clearance rack, and then the best way to do it is to have your cell phone, okay? That's supposed to be a phone. And there's an app that you can get. There's actually a lot of different apps. There's an Amazon seller app, there's FBA Scan, there's FBA Bandit. There's a lot of different apps. If you just search the App Store for retail arbitrage Amazon, you're gonna get a lot of results, and that's what these products are for, okay? So just keep that in mind. That's what RA is. We're gonna be going to a store, usually with our phone. You can actually get a little scanner that's Bluetooth. I don't really think that's necessary, but if you do it a ton, it could help. But all you really need is your cell phone, okay? And an app that you can get for free from the App Store. You walk in, go to the clearance rack, and you just start scanning stuff, all right? And the way this app works is it looks at the current price of the item on Amazon, and it tells you, after all the fees and everything like that, exactly how much money you'd make. So let's say you scan a product, and it says, okay, you're gonna make $10 profit. You have to keep in mind that's not profit because you have to include the cost of the item. So if you scan an item that says $10 profit and then the item that you're about to buy costs you $10, you don't make any money, right? There's no profit there. But let's say I have this cup, okay, and I scan it. This doesn't actually have a barcode on it, but let's say it did, I scan it. And it says that I'm gonna make $17 profit if I sell this on Amazon. And I can buy this for $7. Okay, that means I can make a $10 profit on this cup, right? Selling it. So I would buy it, right? Because if I can pay $7 for this and I'm gonna get $10 in profit, that's over 100% return, right? That's a lot of money. That's a pretty big return. So then what you do is once you fill up your cart at Walmart with a bunch of stuff, you go check out, right? The checkout lady's probably gonna look at you like, what are you doing? You're kind of weird, you're kind of crazy. Don't let those people intimidate you, okay? You know what you're doing, you're making money, and they're just working at Walmart. So I'm just saying, that's all I'm gonna say, okay? So you go check out, the people might question you, but they're still gonna let you buy the stuff. And then you go home, all right, this is your house, and you prep those items the way we talked about using the FNSKU and the FBA label, okay? And then you ship it in a big box, right? You just get one of those huge boxes. You put all the products in there after they're all labeled. You put that FBA label on the box, right? So here's your box, here's a little FBA label, okay? And then you ship that out to Amazon, all right? And then Amazon receives the product, They put it in their warehouse network, and then a customer buys it, and then they ship it to the customer, and you don't have to worry about it. They just put money into your bank account. It's really great. So that is how RA works. Another great place to do RA is Goodwill and thrift shops and stuff like that, because they have really, really cheap stuff. Here's a really inspiring, fun story that actually has happened. It didn't happen to me, but it happened to one of my students that was selling RA. They went to a Goodwill store. They saw a printer that was still in its original box, but it was kind of dinged up, like the corners were kind of dented and stuff. But she opened it up and saw that all the parts were still there. They're all still wrapped, still had the manual, everything. She saw she could buy the printer for like $20, okay? She's like, okay, $20 to buy this printer. Scans it with her phone on the FBA app, and it says that it's selling on Amazon for $450, all right? So after fees and stuff, that's like probably like $300 and something, okay? So she just made $300 from a $20 purchase, okay? So that's the lucrative nature of RA. That kind of stuff will happen. You find those deals a lot in thrift shops and Goodwill stores where the people don't actually know how much the product should be worth, right? So they're just like, oh, it's a printer, it's kind of damaged, 20 bucks. Now, obviously you can't sell that for new. You have to sell it as like new, right? And say, oh, all the stuff's there, the box just dented up a little bit. But you can still sell it for $400 and you only pay 20 for it. So it's a really good deal, right? All right, so that is the basics of RA. And in the next video, we're gonna be talking about OA, or online arbitrage, which is actually a little more involved, but you don't actually have to go to stores. You can actually use a prepper, so you don't have to even touch the products or do anything at all. It's like the lazy man's retail arbitrage, all right? That's what I like to call OA. So in the next video, we're gonna be talking about that.